Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Strategic Command World War I, the newest Strategic Command game out by Fury Software and published by Matrix and Slitherine Games. This is a grand strategy war game that puts you in the shoes of either the Central Powers or the Entente during World War I. And actually has two different, very distinctive modes of playing. One, there's sort of the grand strategy side where you see the entire map of Europe. You have to manage production of units, diplomacy, and also fighting on 2-week turn increments. And the other is what we're playing here today, which is a pair of operational scenarios where you play on 2-day turn increments, and you just look at the Western Front during either the German invasion in 1914 or the German spring offensives of 1918. And that's what we're looking at here today is episode number 5 in our German spring campaign. And it's really interesting because it changes the game completely. There's no diplomacy. There's more limited R&D. There's more stringent time constraints. And you just have one front to deal with. So I think it gives a very different play experience. And I really enjoy this operational side of the game. Now, this is episode number 5 in our Let's Play series, and so we are currently on the offensive. We have broken through sort of in the center of the enemy line, and we're nearing Paris. Meanwhile, we've also surrounded a large amount of the French army at Verdun, and overall the war is going pretty well, but it's also very bloody, and it feels, especially in the north where the British are sort of continually providing some challenge and counteroffensives to us, it feels like while we are having a lot of success, we are also not far away from an enemy situation that might require us to pull units out of our front line where we're having the success in an emergency to plug the gaps elsewhere. So we'll see if that success continues or if we overextend ourselves. Only other thing I'll say is this game is currently on sale on my Nexus GG page. It's basically an affiliate store where you can buy games and support channels directly. Not calling it out so much to shill my own stuff, but to let you guys know that it's 60% off, as well as some other games. Strategic Command World War II is also 60% off. Armored Brigade is 40% off. ICBM is 15% off. So there's a bunch of different Slitherine titles on that page that are currently on sale, and that might be something you guys find interesting if you haven't already picked these games up in the past. They're not on sale directly through Steam or through Slitherine or Matrix. This appears to just be a sale, as far as I can tell, through Nexus. So if you are interested, check out the link in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. This is taken from a live stream for my Twitch channel, so we're rejoining this near the conclusion of a turn in April, where we're picking things up. All right, we can operate these guys north also. So let's pull this division. Do we want to use them at Verdun? Do we want to use them in the Paris front? I'm almost kind of tempted to throw them up here because I think they're going to be needed on the British front. All right, meanwhile, we've got 320 points left. Let's go ahead and buy some reserve divisions here, some replacements for the 44th Landvar. The 235th I won't have quite enough points for, so we'll leave that as is. So we'll replace one of our losses, but not both. We'll go ahead and end this turn and move forward to, I think, April 26th is our next turn because it's the 11th VC's before breakfast. The Royal Navy attacks the port of Zeebrugge and Ostend. French fortress bombard my German troops at Verdun. Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron, is shot down and killed. Scientists report progress in armored warfare development. Nice. So we'll have better tanks, better tank doctrine, that is, to level 3. And it's going to be raining again. God damn it. Mario the writer, thank you for the follow. Creel, I assume it reflects realistic deployments. I think because of the terrain in the south, there weren't as many units there. It wasn't quite as crammed in. But I don't know. You don't hear a lot about that part of the front. It does look like the AI is going to take this turn to at least reinforce some of the units that were attacking last turn while railing around a few others. Some crack divisions are deploying north of the bulge near Paris. They are going to do some attacking in the north where the weather seems to be favorable to some air units here. Oh shit, they're gonna attack again with that armor for sure. Alright, some British units are attacking here. Oh, don't destroy that guy. Nice. Oh no, they destroyed it! Lost another division in Belgium. Chateau Selms is the focus of another enemy attack. French units in Verdun continue to attempt to break. I don't know if they're really trying to break out or just bloody me to death. And that unit's gonna die. At least we did some damage to that Mark 5 tank. French cavalry's trying to... What the fuck? Give me a break. They can't just ride around me in the southern flank. They would have done that if it was so easy to do historically. Just gonna slide in behind him and cut him off. No, we lost, I think, 2 more divisions this turn. French fortress continues to bombard my troops. I don't know how effective that is or isn't. We lost the 121st and the 17th Reserve. All right, so we get the 1st Bavarian. We also get some fighter units here. We'll wait to deploy those. Let's go ahead and bombard the 49th Division here. Oh, nice. I have 4 shells in this artillery detachment, so we might be able to get its entrenchments down to something that's manageable. They'll be down to 2, I think. Their morale, meanwhile, is in the toilet at 20%. That's a lot of artillery to take. Got him. Fort Vaux is heavily damaged from combat. All right, so we took one of their fortresses. Also destroy another division to the north of the French fortresses here. What's their supply situation? Still 5 and 4, huh? I don't want to attack these guys here yet. So there's Verdun itself, which is actually a supply center, so that explains that. We could attack Verdun, but I don't have any more artillery to try and weaken it. I think we'll wait till next turn to attack Verdun. Let's hit the 68th Division here. Destroyed it. Nice. Got to keep that pressure off any relief force. Hit that American artillery here. Can I do any damage to this damn armor? No. Okay. So destroyed a French division there. Curious what'll happen if I do this. There's got to be someone in Nancy though, so I'll get suckered into fighting. Yeah. Do I have any additional troops I can move forward? Let's see here. These guys. Trench here. Pull this headquarters out of Mulhouse. Move this division down to support, maybe? Attack them first. Then move this division down to attack. Destroy that 22nd division there. Good result for us. And then hurt this cavalry division. So this 2nd cavalry might be destroyed next turn. Meanwhile, we destroyed another French division over here. So the French military continues to bleed troops. The Americans are up to 9. The Italians are up to 4 units. So the Italian reserves are coming into position here. Laud Nelson, thank you for the follow. Trying to reduce the Verdun's pocket. They're down to 4 divisions. Also, the loss of Fort Vaux will hurt their national morale. Verdun is the supply point, so I think that's the place we want to attack next. So we'll try and hit it with artillery next turn. Okay. I'm curious what they have down here. But I don't want to leave our position too exposed. I don't want to let them just march up this rail line into my rear. Let's go ahead and go for, what is this? Chalon-sur-Marne. It's a town and a national morale objective. Got enough artillery to reduce its entrenchments to nothing. So that I can move in with these 4 divisions here actually, and attack it. Do some more damage to the French national morale. Why does the 8 unit... Oh, they're a 3-star unit, huh? So a little mini breakthrough also down here in our Meuse-Saint-Gon. Potentially threatening the flank of this position here and expanding the breach. Reinforce this division here to max strength. Try and hit the 2nd U.S. division here. It's sort of a question of whether you want to focus on driving on the key objectives to take the towns, or whether you want to try and bleed the enemy so much that they, you know, I don't know. It's kind of a, I feel like it's a toss-up on what you should do. God damn it, I didn't actually mean to click that and have them move forward. I didn't want them to move forward there. Alright, let's recon here. 14th Division here on the flank of Paris. Got it. That's a crack French division, by the way. Give me some recon somewhere. No. These guys can't recon anything? Why? Doesn't say it's raining. Maybe, Matt, maybe. You might be right, but the French at least are getting bled down. Sixteenth Division destroyed there. Two British crack divisions opposed to us. Maybe that's a bad position to throw yourself into. The drive on Paris. I mean, our flank is totally exposed. Alright, so there are enemy troops literally right in front of Paris, which makes sense. They wouldn't leave that open, would they? They're not fools. Or are they? But in theory, we've advanced right to the gates of Paris, closer than they even ever historically got. Trench these boys. Oh, there's an American division there, eh? We're advancing on a 2-division front with a brigade, I guess I would say a detachment. So 2 divisions, a 3-unit front on Paris. We're within 2 hexes. So not only have we advanced to within 2 hexes of Paris, but we just took a national morale objective at Chalon-sur-Marne, and we also took one of the 3 French forts at Verdun, while Verdun itself is surrounded. If we can take the Verdun city hex next turn, that'll probably drop all these other units surrounded there out of supply and free up like 7 or 8 divisions of our own to transfer to other sections of the front. That could be the decisive moment. Take a look at reports. The French are down to 70 units, 54 British units, 4 Italian, 8 American, 7 Belgian. Meanwhile, the German strength is kind of staying at about where it's been at the whole time. There could be a strong counterattack by the 1st Australian and 12th British divisions here. They've got 2 crack divisions and we're under strength and we're not dug in. Well, one of these is dug in actually, so that's good. It's just a waste, it seems like, of 3 divisions guarding this flank. Cavalry? Yeah, I'll attack that. Alright, we'll destroy another British unit here, the 3rd Cavalry. That, in theory, leaves a little bit of a gap in the enemy front that I'm not terribly opposed to trying to exploit. First off, let's reinforce these guys, because they didn't attack those crippled divisions. So we've advanced. The 6th Bavarian and 234th divisions will also entrench, one of them anyway, who can. The other guy's going to pull back. We'll call that a reconnaissance in force, but we can see there's a pretty big hole in the British line here. Reinforce these troops. So the British are almost certainly going to attack along this front next turn because they didn't last turn. They used it to reinforce. Although maybe my advance here will cause them to throw some of these units over here to fill this gap near Peronne. You know, we need to hit the 3rd Australian, which did form a breach. Alright, so we'll destroy that unit. Another British unit down, or I guess they're not, they were Australian, but they're classified as British in the game. So British or UK or whatever losses 16, French 59, German 10, Belgian 2, US 7. I think that about does it on the front here. Let's move this railgun somewhere we can actually use it meaningfully. Sure, we'll move it to the rear of Campania on the Paris front. New units, we've got the 1st Bavarian, which can deploy pretty much anywhere, it looks like. So in that case, I think we'll deploy it on the Paris front. Right? Like, I need it there probably more than anywhere, with the exception of maybe near Chateau Celine. I just feel like if I deploy it there, it's going to die. But I don't know that I want my headquarter unit to be attacked either. Move these guys here and entrench. Put the new unit straight into a trench. Maybe that'll make them less... Oh, but they're not entrenched. Great. Right, meanwhile, ground attack bombers, we're going to try and neutralize that enemy tank. I don't really know how ground attack bombers work, but we'll see. We'll see if we can neutralize this enemy position here with some serious air reinforcements. We can always operate them elsewhere. Right, our supply situation on the drive in Paris is probably not great. 443. But hopefully the fact that we're within 2 hexes will force a panic redeployment of their troops. Hoping to take Meaux next turn, or at least start again whittle more of these French divisions down. Okay. Do you know you're scrapping when you bring out the Bavarians? Scraping like scraping it like the bottom of the barrel, or like you're a scrappy fighter? Because yeah, the Bavarians, scrappy fighters. Bavarian cream donuts. Well, hopefully not. All right, so we just purchased several new units. Next turn we'll get another division and an air unit. We'll get... Man, I really wish I had more units coming. Meanwhile, German morale is up to 89%. The French morale, I'm surprised, isn't falling by more. They're at 73. They lost 2 national morale objectives this turn, so we'll see how this one ends. Capture is boosted by the capture of Chalon-sur-Marne. French morale falls due to the loss of Fort Vaux. I would think Verdun would cause a catastrophic drop in French morale, although I don't know exactly how the game decides how much morale falls by. They took the town here in our rear, which is a supply center, but I think after 1 turn we'll be able to destroy that French cavalry unit. Also, because they move, they can't reinforce. So that's good. You can hear a bunch of units moving via rail. Some thinking, I'm assuming, going on, which is why we're seeing the map jump around without a lot of information. Meanwhile, they're bombing the Belgian town of Bruges. How horrific! Those British like to claim we're the warmongers. They're bombing civilian targets with blimps. Those jerks. No, I forgot I had a 2-unit front here. Well, it's a good thing, because I'm probably going to lose this division, which is in a bit of a salient. God, they're able to swap units out so much. There it goes. He's dead. Oh my god, they have so many troops on that northern part of the line. They pushed us back toward Lille. British counterattack nearly wiped this division out here, although not didn't. They drove our troops back from Bar-le-Duc, which will make a relief operation near Verdun slightly easier. They also destroyed this lead detachment splitting our front line near Paris in half. Although, effect not the way the game works, but... We also saw the first Italian unit in action in front of Paris. I try not to, Creed, but there's always gonna be some units in a salient the way this game works. It's just not possible to prevent it from ever happening. The front's too long. Just happens. Whole bunch of enemy redeployments here. Curious if that may open up some other opportunities. As much as I would love like an open breakthrough and just a blitzkrieg, you know, the slow grinding isolation of individual units with like tactical advances feels like the more prudent approach. 4 divisions near Bar-le-Duc now. French fortress artillery bombards the Germans at Verdun until this turn when I take Verdun itself. And all right, so we lost the 182nd and the 22nd, although the 22nd's only a detachment, so we only lost 1 division this turn. Let's go ahead and bombard Verdun. Work on getting those entrenchments down to something more manageable. Also, their morale is in the toilet. Gotta love that. 1 to 4. 0 to 3. 0 to 1. We've taken Verdun, lads. The boys of 1915 would be proud. We can also work on the 25th Division here. I don't know what fort this is, but it's another national morale objective, so if we can take 2 of them in 1 turn, that would be great. Man, their morale is tanking. They still have some entrenchment, but their morale is under 30% as we use a ton of artillery there. I don't know what fortress that is. Fort Theramont. Damaged due to heavy shelling. So we've taken another objective in Verdun itself. I'm going to wait to attack these troops because they should be out of supply next turn now that we've taken Verdun. The Paris wants the Kaiser wants Paris, not excuses. I think the Kaiser will settle for Verdun. I hope. Also, we're going to free up all these units to go plug our gaps elsewhere. The Americans are up to 10 units. The Italians are still at 4. I don't know if, like, the Americans I think are just going to keep deploying more units. Oh no, undo that. I want this artillery to move forward so it can help in the bombardment. Fudge, I can't get this artillery unit forward, so I guess I'll move it south. So we'll have 2 artillery units that can bombard Fort Domont, which is the last national morale objective in Verdun we haven't taken. Meanwhile, they didn't actually attack all that much down here. So we destroyed a French artillery unit here in the south. Near Nancy. That's a good result for us. Also, the French military is below 70 divisions now. The British are actually basically maintaining their strength, but the French are not. Not even close. Alright, so we destroyed that enemy division down here. Another French cavalry division lost. Okay. I really need the artillery in places that it's not, but I'm using it where it is. That division. Maybe if I recon it, I'll get better attack odds. I will, so we'll do that. Another French division destroyed. Oops, I didn't really want to move that particular unit. We've broken into the rear. Destroy this American division here if we can. Laughs at in Kaiser. Well, we just destroyed that American division. Another one down. There's 2 Italian divisions down here. The battle for Paris is a rough one. But we just destroyed an Italian division there. The 12th Division destroyed another enemy unit here. Now, Paris does have a fortress, for what it's worth. Alright, let's... Can we get a recon bomber on one of these crack British divisions? I want to try and get rid of one of them. I guess it's actually Australian. Also nice that we can bomb them. Hit them with the railgun. It hurts the morale quite a bit. One to 5. Do that. Alright, so we destroyed another enemy division here, this one near Clermont. Reinforced the 183rd, which was almost destroyed last turn. Attack the French 10th. Destroy it. Pull this one back into those trenches as a reserve. Bend this unit back a little bit to try and secure our line a bit more. Alright, so we've got the 1st Division will stay in its trenches there, actually. So we now have a 3-division front within 2 hexes of Paris. We're so close, boys. We're so close. I can smell the brie. The wine and the cheese. I can can smell it. I can smell the baguette. All right, can these guys already fought. I should have used some of these aerial units. Oh God, look at all these British troops grouped up here. That's not encouraging. Pull back a little bit. You're a little bit out there on your own. Can we advance this one here and then build a new entrenchment? We can. Move into those trenches. Reinforce at Cambrai. Let's hit this guy who's entrenched. We should have some artillery up here in the north. We've got quite a few on a couple of these guns. Let's also just try and get their morale into the gray. And maybe their readiness. I don't want to use too much artillery. I think maybe we'll leave at least 2 shells left for defenses. But I want to try and destroy this 56th British division here. Those units around, finish off the 62nd Division, another British division down. 2 more British divisions are destroyed in the north. Again, just trying to stretch them. Limit their capabilities here. See if we can knock out the 6 British as well. Anything to just do some damage here. They're trying to overextend me. I'm trying to give that favor right back to them. Let's also reinforce these troops in Lille. Didn't I have a reserve? Maybe not. Oh, because they destroyed one of the units, didn't they? Alright, can we destroy this first Belgian division? We don't have the artillery. Are these trench mortars? What the hell is this? That's a weird looking artillery. Okay. I wish it just had like a light up when you click on this button that shows you which units are actually eligible for reinforcements. I know it kind of does when you hover over the unit, but it would be nice if the game gave you like a clue before you selected it. By the way, I didn't attack down here, did I? Let's destroy this French detachment. Try. Get it. I don't want to advance into the town. I think that'll overextend me, but we at least destroyed another French unit. I mean, if they're gonna... I'm curious to see if they're gonna pull more... I don't know. We'll see what they do here. This was a pretty bad turn for them. They're down to 63 French units. Remember, they were at 69 just last turn. The British lost 4 more units there. Their losses are terrific. 68 French units lost, 20 British. Another national morale loss for the French as well, which does impact their overall combat effectiveness. The French are down to 70. But we'll see how that all plays out in our next video. Until our next video, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you are interested in picking the game up, again, there's a link to my Nexus GG page where you can pick a Steam key up there. It's currently 60% off. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out. And why do I really repeat myself a lot in my conclusion videos? Anyway, guys, sorry about that. Have a good one. Bye-bye.